And that's that for the song. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to
Are you having a
Natural
stroke?
Ruckus.
Are you okay?
Natural Strocus.
It's us again.
That's a different stream that's not allowed on Twitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our
That's
NC-17.
our After Dark.
Yes.
Right. The premium stream code is catch us on Snapchat from these hours.
Not Snapchat. No.
Yeah, no, they're on to us. We got banned already.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the table, everybody. I'm super happy that everyone got back here. I'm even more excited to see that all of our players are here again.
Woo! Here.
There's a lot of things that happened last week in the span of a short 2.5 hours. I can't wait to see what you can do with another 2.
Man.
So,
Much excitement.
where last we left you, a canoe-sized diamond crashed through the floors of the house.
Yep. That happened.
Joron was heading back happily from meeting a crystalline dragon and her pups. And Carrick is still polymorphed to look like a fearsome white dragon.
He's working it.
You know it.
Meanwhile, Tasha and Curie decided to interact with a mirror person.
Bit weird.
And I think that is the slimmest rundown we've ever had.
That's what happens when you do it.
Okay, so let's hop back into it where we left off. So this massive canoe-sized diamond comes crashing through the floors of the house and ends landing on the ground floor. A hole about the size of a manhole cover in the floor directly in front of the door that you were in, or the room that you were in, and then another one up above in the floor from the 3rd floor.
We already established there's no hole in the roof, right?
There's no hole in the roof. No, it landed somewhere in the 3rd floor, and then the weight of it carried it downward.
Yeah. I'm gonna literally hop through the manhole-sized hole.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
It's about a 10-foot drop. You want to make an acrobatics check for me?
I mean, I could just open my wings, but I'll make an acrobatics check. 23.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I just my dice, they're stuck.
Get your shit together, woman.
You know me. You know that's not gonna happen.
Get it all in a bag. Get it together. Take it all down to the shit store.
That would be a total. I have a character sheet right in front of me. Total of dex, just dex.
Acrobatics.
It's acrobatics.
20, not natural. Dirty 20.
Yes, then you're both fine. Yeah, you hop through the hole and land on the bottom, a la Ghostbusters.
This is a really big fucking diamond.
Yeah, you would end up landing. So the thing isn't standing upright.
Yeah.
On the ground floor, it is laying on its side, as the weight of it, once it hit solid earth, sort of made it fall over.
Yeah.
So you would hop down and then land on top of this thing.
Then, being the person I am literally gonna like put my hands on and just like eyes go super big. Like, you know how when cats get catnip, their pupils go from the slit to like full blown? That's exactly what Curiosity's eyes have just done on seeing this massive diamond.
Like at first you can't tell what it is.
Yeah. And then I'll like wrap my claw against it because I've
Right.
like slightly more claws than nails. It's just like, Tosha, it's a motherfucking diamond.
This is a motherfucking diamond. You know how much we can sell this for?
I hug it. I was like, oh.
I have never picked anything out of someone's pocket worth this much.
I've never seen a diamond this big before.
Where the
Welcome
fuck
to
did
the
it come
welcome
from?
to the chaotic neutral / good side of the party. Just like, motherfucking diamonds here. It's ours now.
Alright, we should hide this before anyone else takes interest. How the fuck do we hide a canoe-sized diamond?
I'll take my coat off.
Right, so you're just gonna dress the diamond up as somebody.
Yeah, good job.
we could
that
say
works.
we could say it is a petrified person.
It's my
Because
cousin,
a petrified
Diamond Jim
person is-
Mosby.
Look, I mean, we're not going to be able to hide this from Joran and Carrick when they get back. They are both
Damn it.
ludicrously perceptive. Not as perceptive as I am, but you know.
I'll let you know.
But we
They know this
found
shit.
it. Finders keepers, right?
I mean, it kind of just appeared here, which, thinking about it, has kind of a whiff of magic about it. Actually,
Alright, but-
having teleported ourselves, is there any kind of like scent residue like that we might associate with teleportation magic or anything like
Good
that?
question.
So what you would be able to detect, you need to make an Arcana check to see.
Could I join in
Hey.
on that?
Yes.
I was going
Are
to
you
say
trained?
I'm not actually trained in Arcana. I just am an arcane trickster. So
Okay,
it's
well,
fine.
if you're trained in Arcana, you can make the check. If you're not, then you can't.
Okay, not me
I
then.
will allow you to have an aid another action.
Okay, do I roll to
Roll your d20, and
Yeah.
then if you
tact? Yep,
what'd you get?
15.
Okay, so you can roll with advantage then, Tasha, if you have Arcana.
Thank you for that advantage. 19.
Yeah, so something that you probably haven't paid all too much attention to so far, because all the teleportation you've been doing has been very much in the heat of something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, without having to worry about somebody literally pursuing you, you can actually see that there's sort of a radiation of energy that is around each of the holes in the floors. It's sort of imagine melting candle wax, except it's melting backwards.
Cool. That's so much cool. I was going to say, oh, like so the flaming tire treads in Back to the Future after the car's gone, but like melting candle wax in reverse is much cooler.
Yeah, so it's essentially it is not just like broken through the boards, but the sort of raw magic of the teleportation sort of scraped off it as it came through, almost like ectoplasm. And then as it became like sort of or settled in the material plane, it sort of all went and began to climb back up to where it was and then dissipate.
Nice.
I have a question on this diamond. Is it super hot because it was just in the hatchery?
It is the temperature of melted wax.
Okay.
I'm resistant.
It's
to
not
fire
like
damage.
peel the skin from your body hot, but it is like hot. Like
Don't care. She's like a hug. Like I'm the sort of person that would definitely lean against a radiator on a cold day. It's just like, oh, it's on the verge of too hot. So,
it feels almost like if you've ever gone out in the sun after having a sunburn.
yeah, like a touch too hot. Though
Right.
I'd say I'm resistant to fire damage, so I'm probably all right with hot
Right.
temperatures. So
It's the kind of thing that it is the comfortable amount of over hot until you move.
yeah, and then you
And
realize,
when
oh,
you
that is
move-
so hot.
Right. That's too hot. The thing is actually almost glowing in a white light. that is slowly dissipating as it's like cools on the floor.
Mm.
And so what are you doing with it? Are you actually going to try and hide this massive diamond?
I think if Tasha says that thing about transportation magic as well, like,
Mhm.
oh, this is probably Carrick's then. They're going to be coming back. We cannot hide this something this big. I can hide a lot of shit. Like I have so many pockets, but I am not equipped to deal with something this size.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
Abadasser is over there, and Amy is probably. And I'll look up. Is Amy looking through the hole in the floor by any chance? As she's up
She
there
is.
too.
She is on the second floor, looking through the hole down at you.
Hi, Amy.
What's going on over here?
I think Carrick transported this here.
Yeah, and this is totally Carrick's diamond.
That might be the largest stone I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Definitely
pretty
the
fucking
darkest one.
huge.
It feels so good though. And I'm just like,
I have no
I imagine,
association
like-
with this.
I imagine the indigo of my skin is like even darker right now. Just like almost like verging on midnight blue, where I'm just like pressed against it like a cat in an ill-advised hotspot.
Right.
Just like
Right. You're laying on top of the lamp.
mhm. I am going to regret this later, but right now it does
Your
not
tail
care.
dancing over the candle. It's no
Mhm.
big deal. Nobody needs tail fur anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever said I think of Curie as having like very light peach fuzz, like a peach, like to the touch, rather than it being like smooth skin that's just a different color. I mentioned it being like that very fine kind of fuzz.
Nice.
So
That is pleasant to think about.
I hope so. I hope so. Curiosity is a tactile experience in many ways.
Right. Curie is a party in this wonderful package.
Mm.
All right. So while you are experiencing this, Abadasser is buried in his own work, not even really looking up from what happened. It is really just the two of you and this three-eyed dog that is panting heavily, licking the tip of the crystal, looking at you. When
The
I
dog
cut
gets
back
it.
over to
To who?
to Joron.
Oh,
So Joron, what are you doing?
I'm on my way back.
Okay. So are you heading straight back to the house, or are you going to try and Carrick?
I'm just going straight back.
Okay.
Eric's a
So-
fucking dragon. He can take care of himself.
He is a fucking dragon. For at least another, like, 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So, you are heading back down the main road to the house that you had spent, adventuring.
I'm whistling to myself.
You're whistling to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
I
nice
would like
tune.
you to make a perception check.
Okay. Ooh. Perception. 30.
30. Okay. As you were marching along happily with your +3 shield, you start to notice something. That there are a lot of dragons in the air in here right now. They're actually circling, almost like the way that vultures or sharks circle up in the air around the city. And you see that it's more than you have ever seen in one grouping since you've been here. And from your vantage point with that kind of a perception check, you also can see the entrance to the rookery, and there are more coming in. Not like a steady stream or anything like that, but they're coming in and filling the place even further than it already was. this is something that is confusing to you and maybe concerning as well.
Hmm.
Because in all the time that you've spent in this city, the Rookery has never like had people or had dragons coming and going like this. It's sort of been like a safe haven, but nobody new comes in. So yeah, but you are now maybe we'll say about 20-minute walk away from the house.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a 5-minute run.
I walk.
Okay.
Power walk, like, or
No,
easy
just
amble.
walk.
You can tell by the way he uses his walk. There's no
He's a
time.
woman's man. No time to talk.
Yeah, thank you for not leaving me hanging.
I got you.
Okay, so what is Juron doing?
Walking.
You're okay. I'm just making sure, like, if he was going to acknowledge what's going on, if he was going.
I kind of want to like I don't know if it's gonna work, but maybe catch attention of one of the dragons. Hey,
Okay.
hey, hello, Mr. Dragon, Mrs. Dragon, Dragon, hello.
The ones that are up above don't pay you any mind. However, there are several that are like smaller dragons, like medium-sized wormlings and things like that, that are walking along on the ground there.
Mm-hmm.
That take notice of you. The wormlings only have just barely control over their wings, so they're not as deft flyer as the others.
Are they like children, or can they
Essentially.
actually? Oh,
But they can speak Draconic, can't they? Like.
Oh yeah,
dragon.
they can speak Draconic, and some of them can speak Common.
oh, I have
You
Draconic.
can have a good conversation with a 9-year-old. Yeah, you spoke
I'm
to the
gonna
dragon
go
before.
over and start speaking Draconic.
Like, if
Oh.
you want to compare it to like a human child, they're between the age of like 9 and 15.
Okay. Hello there.
Hello there.
Do you happen to know what's going on over here?
I believe it's the convocation.
What is that?
Well, the courts are calling together all the people from around the surrounding countries to try and have a nice little chat
With whom?
With them.
with all the court.
Oh, do you know why that's happening right now?
It's kind of hard to say, but if I was to guess, it's probably because of the problems that have been going on down south.
Is it maybe because of a Draco Lich?
A Draco what?
Lich. An undead dragon?
They make those as dragons? No.
Well, kind of. It's been a while since there's been a sighting of Draco Lich, but we saw one flying around 4 days ago near the Vale.
Where's the veil? Is it close?
Kind of. Yes.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
What? Do they all know?
I don't know.
Well, they haven't told us.
Well, you're. I don't think they tell stuff to everyone. Probably just in a circle of the big ones.
This is so terrible. I'm gonna have to tell everybody. I don't know how well I'll be able to sleep after this one.
I'll go with you to talk to the big guys, big
Oh,
dragons.
I'm not allowed anywhere near them.
Well, it's time to change that. I take the. How big is the dragon?
He's medium sized.
I take the dragon under my arm, basically
Okay.
like a
Very tall.
backpack.
Yeah, from nose to the tip of the tail, it's probably about 7.5 feet long.
Fuck, I'm already carrying stuff.
And
Priorities, buddy.
from foot to shoulder, it's probably about 4.5. Imagine more like a pony.
Okay. Do you know where the court is? Can you just point where?
The young red wormling nudges a nose up at the sky, and you can see, if you look really closely, that the dragons that are all circling up above are actually slowly filtering into the caves that are lining the ceiling of the Rookery.
Would there be a way for us to get there on foot?
Not by foot.
Okay, I tell the dragon. Okay, could you tell someone to tell the court that we have important information for them? And I tell the drakeling where we are, like where the house we are camping in is right now, so that they could maybe find us there.
Okay. He sort of nods at you and tries to fly off, and the takeoff is much like an albatross. It's not quite well winged yet. And
Don't hurt yourself.
From your experience with dragons up until now, you can tell, based on the soft underbelly of this dragon, that this wormling is probably on the young side.
Mm-hmm.
So they likely have never seen the outside of the Rookery.
Oh. Okay, now I'm jogging back to where.
To the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you get to the house, and the door is slightly ajar. And you can hear murmuring inside. Inside, you see Tasha, Curie, and the dog, and Abadazer. Tasha and Curie are seated at a table. Between them is another person you've never seen before. Stands about maybe 8 feet tall, dressed in shabby clothing and robes. Sort of a stiff looking type of person that's casually leaned up against the wall. Maybe they're asleep.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Hey, Duran.
Nice.
Shield.
Hey, thank you. I call him Mufasa. Hey, and I pet the shield. He's very nice.
Nice. That is very cool.
Who's that?
Jaw Diamond.
What?
Jaw Diamond?
I go over to the person, poke him.
Okay, so Curie gets to roll deception against Joron's insight.
God.
I mean, I'm not trying to genuinely lie
No,
to
but
him.
I mean, we're gonna play this out and see how well Joron is able to pick up on
A dirty 20.
it.
26.
I rolled an 18. That was about as good as I could get on a deception check.
26.
And you got a 26,
Yeah.
and you got a 20. Yeah, so you poke the person in the corner, and immediately you're like, "This isn't a person. This is definitely not a person."
This isn't a person, and you shouldn't lie. It's a
I
bad
wasn't
thing.
expecting you to believe me.
It's not a
It's a
person, it's a
joke.
really solid ghost, Joron. Like the
That
ones
is
that have
why-
been haunting you recently.
I smack Tasha just gently, like on the shoulder, like on the meat, just like there.
Mm-hmm.
We
Don't be
don't
an
joke
asshole.
around. We don't joke about ghosts. Okay?
Wait, what the hell is that behind you?
Not going to look.
Okay, so
Pretty
Carrick,
terrifying.
Mhm.
this is the moment that you end up getting back to the house.
Still as a dragon?
Still as a dragon.
Juron's seen this. We haven't, right? Just to clarify.
That's correct.
Oh, Carrick's
Um,
back. Hi,
So
Carrick.
the
That-
opening to the house is not large enough for you to go through.
Of course not.
What about his
Yeah.
head?
Do you poke your head in?
Yeah, the head and about half the neck could probably get in before
So,
you end
yeah.
up running into dragon bulk that prevents you from going further.
I'll land in front of the door and kind of put my head through and start spitting out diamond paste.
What the fuck?
You should see a cleric about that kind of
So,
a
an
thing. It's setting up
extremely-
diamond paste.
An
First the
extremely
diamond dump, now a
glittery,
diamond puke.
gelatinous pudding starts to roll off of this dragon's tongue and sort of gloop onto the center of the room,
I
almost
immediately
like
go poke it.
almost like school paste.
I immediately go poke it. Like pick a bit
Um,
of it up
What
and
the
rub it between
fuck?
two fingers.
Yeah, you can see the sparkling and shining, glimmer of things that are inside of it. It's not really clear what it is to you because you've never seen anything in this state.
Carrick, are you barfing glitter?
Carrick.
He said it was
Yeah.
Carrick.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
Carrick.
Jordan said, hey, I just kind of figured.
So I'm now going to describe what Carrick looks like for the first time to all of you as a dragon. So Carrick, well, mind you, you can't see the rest of his body. Carrick is sporting a sort of a vestigial ridge of boned plates behind his top of his head, and those plates are pointed with some very gnarly looking sort of talonous bone spurs, and the color pattern on his scales is almost like that of a white tiger, alternating between sort of a chalk white and a dusty silver color. There is one long, deep scar that goes over one of the eyes. Both eyes are like cat's eyes, like a bright yellow color with a slit eye, iris. Pupil, yeah. And the inside of his mouth is colored just this jet black. And there are the same type of spurs that are up above are pointing off down below, almost like he's got a beard made out of points.
That is a look.
I beggars can't be choosers. So
There's
yeah,
a
and
good
it turns
look.
out he's kind of
Yeah.
an important guy.
It's a bit of improvement.
Dasha.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you could say that. Yeah. Dragons are pretty, superior folks.
Sure, that's what I meant.
I'm sure. Yeah. So.
Are you okay though? Are you? The dragons often barf sparkles.
No, I was in a place. It kind of had a lot of diamonds in it. I see you found one.
Did you
there.
teleport shit in the house?
I did. Yeah.
We're
Wasn't.
calling it Joe.
Yeah, Joe
We're
Diamond.
calling it Joe Diamond.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Don't kill him or we'll kill you.
I was gonna say, don't get attached. I'm not gonna keep it that way. So.
But it is so big.
And it's so expensive.
Yep. Correct. Yeah, I need lots of diamonds. I've been pretty upfront about this for the whole time we've known each other.
Yes, it has been something of a refrain. We have noticed.
Yeah.
So is this all diamond in here too? I literally scoop up a handful of this goo.
So I grabbed a handful of diamonds, kind of put it up underneath the wing there to kind of try and hide it out. And when I needed to fly, I kind of dropped it. And as it so happened, I had mostly kind of ground it into kind of a powder because I wasn't expecting the scales to be as hard as they were. So when I grabbed it up in my mouth, I guess it got kind of pasty. So
everything you just said was really disgusting.
I'm
Well done.
gonna take a small amount of this glitter goo and just streak it through the front of my hair.
Curiosity.
This is a look.
That's a good look on you.
Sure. Yeah.
Most expensive dye job I've ever had.
You have dragon spit armpit gem dust in your hair.
I have had worse things in my hair.
Fair enough.
Yeah, actually, to compare it, it's very similar. I imagine. I mean, definitely more expensive, but very similar in the way that we make cosmetics in the real world. Being that with ambergris, it's just in this case, instead of it being a whale's barf, it's dragon.
I will say I put a very small amount of it. We're talking this amount.
A pinch.
Yeah. Straight through.
Just a small 2-fingered scoop.
I could have done that with prestidigitation, but I like having this as a reference point. But
Right.
seriously, that is a motherfucking huge diamond. Have you got enough diamonds now, Gary?
I'm kind of thinking this is probably good. Figure turn about half of the diamond into smaller diamonds and the other half in the diamond dust, and hopefully.
Have you got the means for cutting diamond?
Yeah, I got some spells that can work with raw materials like that. So
You're a dragon. Just sit on it for a second, or put it in your armpit again.
nope, not. I kind of need them to be to a specific kind of standard. Otherwise, good creative thought on that. I'm always looking for ways to not cast a spell. So, much appreciated.
So lots of diamonds. One big, much powder. Joran, you got the shield. It is very shiny. Man,
I got this too. Shiny. And I showed them the weird, unnatural feeling cloak.
Ooh, can I touch it?
Sure.
What does it feel like?
Have you ever touched kinetic sand?
No.
Have you ever touched wet sand?
Yes.
So imagine that, except when you touch it, it bounces back.
I like it.
It's like a non-Newtonian fluid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit, that's...
Holy shit balls.
I kind of go further away from it because I feel weird everyone touching it so close to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Gary, can you turn to your regular self? Because I kind of need help.
I'm kind of locked in. This isn't my spell, so it wears off when it wears off.
How much longer are you going to be a dragon?
Do I know how much longer I'm going to be a dragon?
You don't actively know. You do know that Ember had told you that this spell would or that she could only cast it once every 24 hours. So you know that the longest it could take is 24 hours.
Hmm. So
Um,
maybe a day. I'm not really sure.
Could you like do something and see what this actually is?
Let me
depends
check
if
and
you need
see.
somatic components.
Yeah. Do I need hands?
You just need to touch it to do identify. You can
So just
boop it with the
lick it.
snoot. Boop with the snoot.
Put it in your mouth for a second, taste it like wine, then spit it out.
No.
Boop with snoot. Boop with snoot.
Just.
Hey, Eric wanted more ways to not cast spells.
Mm-hmm.
I can
No,
show
I
you
didn't.
some somatic
The somatic
ways you don't-
component of identify touch. Like you have to
Hmm.
touch the thing. It's
I
like
can
how the
Okay.
somatic component of message is literally the fact that you have to point at the person you're doing it to, technically.
Okay. Yeah, if that's the case, I suppose I will. Well, I don't have my books, so I can't ritually cast. So the first level.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to?
Cast
We're
it.
supposed to fight Leon today, right?
Do you need your book?
Technically,
here?
you still have one day.
Okay.
But
Well, I
no,
thought
if we're gonna scry on him now
Technically,
to know where
if,
he
if
is.
we're going by the day of the ritual that Leon is supposed to be performing, that is tomorrow.
Hmm.
Well,
Were
we are
we
kind of
my-
teleporting?
Yeah, my assumption was to know with the scry where he would be, then go to him immediately.
Well,
so that we don't waste
Ebenezer
time.
is kind of scrying on him right now.
He's not. It's not.
That's
That's
what-
what.
Thought I was teleporting us
He's,
to him.
no, he's finding a.
No, he was just finding out where he is so that we
Yeah.
can go to him right away
Yep,
instead of waiting the whole day. Because
Yep.
then a whole day later, he's going to be somewhere else.
yep.
Yeah.
Abedaster
happening
stumbles
today.
into the room that you're in, covered in about, we're going to say about a third of a liter of blood, and a lot of chalk and a lot of salt.
You look like a Bloody Mary.
So, it's kind of done.
Kind
as,
of.
As far as it's gonna go, I'm pretty sure it's as done as it's going to, and it's gonna get as close as it's going to do in as much as I think it could possibly handle.
You're not saying anything.
What do you
Uh,
need to
you
make
are
it a
kind of-
certain thing?
You are talking in circles.
Well,
Not saying
so
anything.
the it's so magic isn't so much of a science as it is sort of
Magic, maybe. It's more
It's-
magic than
it's-
science.
It's more like a controlled bit of chaos.
Not the way I do it.
Sounds like magic, yeah.
So I think that I've got it dialed in about as specific as I can get it, without having some sort of component that came from him.
So, what is the exact nature of the spell, Abedaster? Is it a teleport to? Is it a kind of? Is it an elaborate scry? What exactly is it that you have done or doing?
So this is. It's called a limited gate spell.
Oh,
So
I don't
what?
know what that. I don't know what that is.
So a gate spell, traditionally would open up a doorway that would allow the passage of as many people as necessary to move through, as long as the caster could maintain the spell. In this situation, it's a bit less complicated, mostly because I don't have all the necessary components, and also because I don't have, any idea where this person is. So I think that it's I would be remiss to call it an actual gate spell. So it's more like a lesser gate spell.
But you don't know where it's going to open.
Well, so what it should do is it should be able to show us this person that you're looking for, and it should allow you to pass through to his destination.
Right.
However, I am uncertain about how it's going to react to him.
He's
I
present.
don't know if he's going to be able to detect it, and I don't know if he'll be able to prepare for it.
Good job, buddy. I pat his shoulder, go over to Carrick, give him the cloak, and I go put on my armor.
Yeah, I can't do it till I turn out because I need a component that I don't have.
Oh, the pearl.
Then I just
Yeah.
put it on the table with my shield on top of it.
Well, we can't go while Carrick is like this.
So we
Well,
have to wait.
everything is as prepared as it needs to be.
But you
So
can just activate it.
yeah, if you could give me like 15 minutes notice, I can start it up and get it going.
Okay,
Okay, so we don't have to go like
right this
right
second.
now or anything. We
Oh
could.
no, I mean essentially as long as the blood stays fluid. I mean, as soon as it begins to coagulate, that's when we have problems.
You just need to keep moving it, maybe a little heat underneath.
You do I mean, do you have a lot of experience with handling blood?
Shouldn't
but
ask that question.
My sister is a cleric. I know a little bit about bleeding. I've done
Okay.
lots of bleeding. Also, I grew up with two sisters who talk a lot about bleeding. Also, this one.
Has anyone ever told you that you could stop your statements like 2 or 3 lines before and it would be much more reassuring?
People have.
But where's the
you
fun
know-
in that?
What she said.
All right, so then. So I mean, like minimum, like if
You need 15 minutes.
yeah, you need 15 minutes, and so like if we wait 3 hours, guaranteed it's gonna work. Is it gonna guaranteed work tomorrow?
I need to be able to finish the casting within 24 hours of preparing.
Okay.
So as long as it's before this time tomorrow, then we should be fine.
All right, that could be helpful because I've already used some spells today. If we want to just fight them tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Sure.
I'm as
Well-
ready as I'm going to get.
No, heat is just for tiefling blood. You need cold to keep. Oh, that's a mixture of blood. So perhaps room temperature will be fine. I'm doing that thing where I talk more than I need to. I am very sorry. I'm going to.
Don't be sorry, curiosity. Don't let this guy tell you how to live your life. Hey, this guy. Are you coming with us?
I mean, do you have need of me?
Well, can you fight?
I mean, looking at him, I would say no.
I'm more
Right.
of a researcher than I am a combatant.
All right, you're not coming then.
No, I mean, you don't have to come if you don't want to come
No.
fight an evil dude. We're not gonna make you do that.
No, if you can't fight, then don't come, because that's just another person we need to worry about.
But, and then I will. I believe I will stay here and just scry on you, and hope that everything goes well. And when and if it does, then I'll come back again, and we can continue on from there.
Yeah, just keep an eye on us a bit longer and watch us without us knowing. That's perfect. That's beautiful. Wonderful, man.
No, he told us he's gonna do it, so we know about it. So
I mean,
it's all good.
you could always just like message me, but I don't know if that's what you want to do.
No, I mean it's probably important that
especially.
someone sees the fight. Go ahead, keep on watching. I don't want us to all die and no one to know about it. So
Yeah, okay, watch him. He obviously doesn't mind being watched every minute of every day.
You've
I mean,
never
I
objected
already
to
knew it
watching
was happening.
before.
Wait. He reaches into a pocket inside of his jacket, pulls out a small book, and starts flipping through pages. You're Tasha, right?
Yes.
The
That
black
explains
on the voice.
What did he say? I didn't hear.
That explains a few things. He closes the book and puts it back. I'm very sorry, Tasha. I did not mean to offend. Please understand that I'm not a threat. I am a
You've read about me.
Oh, yes, countless things.
Then you know that if
Oh,
that statement changes,
I know many things.
if that statement changes and is no longer true, Abadasser, you know what comes after that, don't you, buddy?
Is it cake?
Well,
I like cake.
I mean,
Hey,
reports
I'm
are
back.
vague, but I assume it has something to do with destabilizing a national economy.
I was thinking more about filling that bucket of blood a little bit more, except not with mine or Curie's blood this time. But sure, that works too.
Okay, that is not exactly specific. It's more vague than I feel comfortable with. However, I am just glad that you're going to be leaving.
Yeah, you are. Jade.
I would like to try and steal that book from his pocket using Mage Hand.
Okay.
Somebody's got a book with hints on how to deal with us. I want to read it.
Maybe that's just the Tasha book.
Even better, quite frankly.
Okay, roll your sleight of hand.
I'm gonna wait here.
It's
Also-
Tasha, Volume 8.
Also, Mike, we keep losing the tail end of words from you. I
Oh,
don't know if it's worth
Let me
you,
adjust my
turn-
audio then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably add a little bit of more gain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't handle my gains.
I think
Sorry,
we
I'm
can.
doing maths. 34?
Oh my
34.
god!
34, yes.
So yes, while he's engaged in this conversation with Tasha, you see this little book that's probably it's very much like this little book.
Uh-huh.
An
Excellent.
ode.
Yeah, the tiny, like a moleskin kind of a size. Like a little, literally a pocketbook kind of thing.
Float out of his pocket, not directly out in front, but
No.
out and down along the hem,
Mhm.
and then sort of pull up underneath the edge of his jacket, and then away outside of his line of sight. As you're pulling it away, it's coming away perfectly clean. You don't even notice anything that could be a problem until the book stops moving. And that's when you notice that there is a very thin, very long golden chain attached to it.
That's clever.
So the book gets out about a good 4 feet away from him.
I will go
Which
and
makes you
read
wonder
it.
why there is a 4-foot long chain attached to the book. How far does one have to have the book go?
Mm.
You're going to
I
read
will-
it over there?
Yeah, no, I'll just sort of like super casually just sort of stroll over there and like put my back to just like, yep, okay. I'll read
And you're
it.
just
I'll read
gonna-
it there.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll percentile to see what you end up with. Because I assume you're not starting from the beginning.
No, I'll literally just like flick through, see what catches my eye.
Okay. You find a story about Tasha and her mom, or her stepmom,
Mhm,
growing up in Amalar.
mhm.
And then you find a saucy limerick that was written about Tasha.
I memorize it. Mike, you need to prepare me that limerick because I want to be able to say it.
I don't
back
have
to
it. I don't
Tom.
have it prepared right now, but you'll get it.
Excellent.
and you find a very, very heavy scene in a cornfield between Tasha and her sisters.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Where her 11-year-old sister spontaneously produces sorcerer powers.
Interesting.
You know, the few stories that Tasha hasn't shared.
Yeah, no, siblings is news to me. So, except like the one that Sybil's just having. So, I will use my. Oh shit! I broke my own bit of characterization. Oh well. I think I will start trying to put it back with Mage Hand, and then like I'll remember because I think I did it on autopilot more than anything else, and then I'll dismiss that and catch it with my hand and use my and literally just like go over to Abadas and just like, cool story, bro, or whatever. And just
Are you trying to do it without him noticing?
Yeah, I want to put it
Then
back.
it will be another sleight of hand.
Okay.
Do I notice this? No curiosity and their
Natural
antics.
20.
Oh
Natural
no, I don't.
20? Yeah, no. So he
What's
has
that? Yeah.
just no idea. Like you come up and pat him on the breast pocket, and it's back. It's not even a thing.
Cool.
Yeah, actually, we're gonna go ahead. Tasha gets a perception with advantage because Curie did not denote that they were doing this secretly.
So the first one was 34. So you have to beat 34.
No. No.
So yes, so Tasha has no idea. Okay. So you have a small assortment of stories about Tasha now.
So that literally is the book of Tasha then.
It is a book, and all the pages you went to were Tasha pages. You can't verify more than that.
Fair. Okay.
It wasn't emblazoned on the front of it, Tasha.
Mm-hmm.
Book 7 of 45.
Thank you for not reading it back to back.
I wouldn't have had time. I'm just impractical. Plus, it's your life. I just wanted to see what was in the book more than anything. So I'm not like into prying into your private stuff that I don't know about. So reading that story or reading that information about your sisters has probably deeply kind of made them feel kind of guilty, to be honest.
Okay.
Does the camera want to? I have something else I want to do, but I want somebody else to have a shot like on camera for a bit, so I can wait.
So, is there anything else that anyone wants to do?
Did I notice the dragons all gathering?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and I'll give you a perception check with advantage.
Okay. Advantage. Okay. Perception 23.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you definitely noticed them. The reason why I gave you advantage on that is because dragons have specific pheromones that they use to mark things. And when they're flying about like that, other dragons can sense them being there because they can sort of smell them on the air.
Gotcha. So it's real smell in this place.
It's not something that non-dragons would notice. But it's something that dragons and dragonborn, for that matter, would pick up on.
So yeah, also, just, don't know if anyone's curious about it. There's like a gajillion dragons flying around in the city. I've never seen so many before.
Oh yeah, they are gathering for a court thing.
Great, good for them.
I don't know what that is.
There's something happening like down south or something.
Isn't everywhere down south of here?
I know, yeah.
I mean, it really depends on if you keep your globe upright or not.
Yeah. Geography is relative like that.
Freezing. Yeah, is it magnetic south or
Or platonic south.
Romantic self.
so?
Amy, get ready. We are leaving soonish.
Before we leave, Curie, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure, before we go, I need to talk to sort of everybody about Leon. But yes, of course.
Which would you prefer to do first?
We'll do this first. You and me.
I try to find a different room on the ground floor that we can go to.
I mean, we can go up to the observatory. Okay.
Sure.
Just away from the hole in the floor.
Mhm.
Yeah, as you're moving up, you encounter Amy, who has to sort of do a hurdling of her own body over the massive hole that's in the floor.
So we could have put the couch underneath the hole and you could have just jumped through.
No, I'm far too afraid of getting stuck.
Don't worry, we got a real strong and manly person in the group that would be happy to carry you.
You don't know shit. You don't know shit.
I know, that's what makes this fun.
Gosh,
Asshole.
I appreciate it, but I'm really not interested.
She's not talking about herself. You see, she has arms like a limp noodle.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. Physically. Sometimes. When fight.
Oh no, I think she's far stronger than that. Amy goes and wraps her arm around one of your biceps and squeezes.
She's seeing how muscly you are. Remember to flex.
I squeeze as well.
Oh yeah, no, there's plenty of muscle in there. You know how to swing a blade, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Though one arm is a little bit stronger than the other.
In
I
character
use a
giggling. In
one-handed
character giggling.
sword.
So you need to practice with both hands more.
I keep walking. When the teaser becomes the TZ.
Amy saunters downstairs to the rest of you. Meanwhile, on the third floor.
So I wanted to let you know that because I recently figured out how to get into people's dreams. I tried to contact Palm last night, but it didn't work. And having learned a little more about his state, guess I realize why I tried.
Thank you for trying.
I also contacted my mom and had a conversation with her, but it ended abruptly. And I don't know if it's because she just woke up from, I don't know, something, or maybe something happened.
She's got a new baby, right? Maybe she just got woken up.
I just don't like the idea of her and the family, her being in Amalar. Or on the outside. Anywhere near it.
I get it.
And this Abaddon. I don't know how to feel about the fact that there's someone who knows. I don't know what to do.
Just because somebody knows what you have done doesn't mean they know you.
It's not so much that, it's just how much are they willing to give up? How do we know that this person's gonna stick everything that he knows in his head and he won't just throw information around when it suits him best? We don't know him. We don't know his people.
I mean, that is fair. The whole point of the Tower of Time, they are not in it for power, right? That is not what they're about. But I understand your concern. That book he has, there's more stuff in there about you.
Like what? How do you know?
I picked his pocket and read it. It was on a little chain. I don't think he wants to let go of it.
What
Very
exactly
important.
did you read? Could you please tell me the truth?
I don't lie to you. It
I
was
know.
it was you and your mother. A dirty limerick, which is quite impressive and mostly true. I did not know who the writer was. I'll recite it for you later. It was catchy. I think you would like it. And you and your sisters.
Tasha just exhales and like calms down a little. Yeah.
I thought you were an only child until very recently. It
Well,
would explain so much of your personality.
I still am, but they're the kids of the guy that's Sybil. And they're part of the reason why I don't want anyone near the house ever. Because I don't want anything that we do going back to the house. And we don't know these guys. Sure, we've been with them for a few days, but I don't trust them. I don't want them near the home. So that's why I've been keeping things a little on the down low.
Sure. Sure. I get wanting to keep them safe. I'm glad you still have that option.
Well, I want them out of Amalar. At first, I didn't want to uproot them. Hell, I even got a place for them in Jatet, but I didn't want to uproot the whole family from their home. But now it seems like a better option than waiting for a war to dawn upon.
Well, we're going back there, right? We can get them out after.
Yeah. Speaking of, how are you feeling about this whole Leone business? We're going to be seeing him very soon.
That's part of what I want to talk to everybody about. I'm scared, Tosha.
I know.
No, I don't think you do. I think you understand, but I don't think you know.
Yeah, that's... We're gonna get him, and we're gonna make him pay. I promise. He's gonna regret ever coming close to you.
I'm gonna lean in and just kiss you on the cheek. Don't let them ever see how good a person you are. Fuck them up too much.
Yeah. Be nice to them? Me?
I would not believe it.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? Should we go down?
Much. I found out so much shit, but now is not the time.
All right. Okay. Let's
I mean, if you want a sneak preview, your father and my father and possibly my mother, no, pretty certain my mother, who I do not even know as a person, were all in the Bronze Trading Company together.
you know you really uh
I'll pull out one of the group pictures from one of my pockets and show her.
could you, for the stream and for Tasha's eyes, tell me what I see exactly?
So which one are you pulling out?
The group shot, the one that had both the man in the blue coat, Felix, V, and a couple of others in.
So
Gom, I think, was in that one definitely, and Tempest, I think.
it's definitely a bit shocking for you to look at this group all together all at once, especially when they're probably about 30 years younger.
So younger than we are now.
Right. Tempest looks like he's only probably about 17 or 18, scrawny, and wearing very proper clothes, like he came straight out of a king's court. But still carrying the same scars that he had been carrying along his jawline from run-ins with the law. Your father, completely like baby-faced, no beard, no nothing, long tied back black hair, jet black, wearing a white swashbuckler shirt with a pistol shoved down the front of his pants, with a massive grin on his face. One arm wrapped around the shoulders of Felix, who himself looks like he's smiling, which is just a total oddity. Wearing his trademark black warlock attire, complete with several other things that you hadn't seen before, like an amulet that seems to be giving off a green hue of energy that is making little motes of fire that dance about it. On the other side of him, his arm is wrapped around a half orc, and then in front of them is a woman that is dressed very like in a very folk style. Imagine almost like lederhosen, with a huge coif of blue hair, and Gom couldn't be more than 16 years old. Thin, pale, the look of a fox stretched across his face, like there's a plan already in the works. There are several others there that you don't recognize, but those are the ones that you can pick out immediately.
Tasha just freezes for a second when seeing the picture. Motherfucker.
That's what I said.
Fuck.
We've
Fuck.
got more. I know. We have more to talk about. I found so much stuff in the house that the weird memory of Gom sent me to. But it can wait.
After this whole Leone Draco Lich bullshit is done, you and I have a few people we need to talk to.
I know. You know, it's kind of nice though in one sense.
How?
Feels
That they
like we were...
lied?
No, that we were destined to be friends.
You always find the best in things, I swear. Sometimes it's irritating. But
People say that about me all the time.
Speaking of irritating, Jade, I sent that limerick to you.
Oh
oh no.
my god, oh 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 my god. Right, okay. There was a young lady in black who trained to go on the attack. But when she met Cap, her morals went snap, and now she's his cute little snack. That's pirates for you. You know, there's a reason why they never let me forget the fish thing.
That's in character.
Right.
Uh,
I told you not to fuck him.
What?
What?
Never recite that limerick to me again. It sounds weird coming from you.
I won't recite it to you again, no, I promise.
All of a sudden, Curie has something to write on bathroom walls everywhere.
Let us go talk to the others. This is important. Not that
Yeah.
this is not important, but this is not immediately important.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
I found the shiny as well. We'll get onto that. That's also super actually kind of important, but it can wait.
Yeah, let's.
It's been a busy few days.
It has. I wrap my arm around Curiosity as we walk over, because, like, just.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
But yeah,
Also, send me that limerick on Discord, please.
I will send you that limerick on Discord in a sec.
I need to have a written.
I will fucking write that for you in my best handwriting. I'll do my curiosity handwriting, and it'll be art, and you can have it. It'll be great. But yeah, when we get back down to the ground floor, I don't know if Carrick is still a dragon. However long this has taken to get back.
He is still a dragon.
Okay. Duran, could I borrow you? And Carrick, I need to speak to you. That we could do it outside.
I'm
It should not
probably,
take
if
long.
that was more than like a minute, I'm probably out flying around, breathing fire and stuff, just enjoying being a dragon.
Okay, well, head outside. Is he enough?
You go downstairs to find Carrick, and you walk outside. You're like, Carrick, where are you? And he's like, I'm a fucking dragon.
Yep, mood. How far up is he from where we are?
How far up are you?
I'm gonna be conscious of the fact that I don't know when this will end, so I don't want to be any more than like 60 feet up.
Okay, then I will use message to I'll like pull I actually wear the copper wire I use for message through one of the holes in my ears, so I've always got it, and I like hold either end of it like this, like I'm almost doing the phone gesture, but like upright. Carrick, I need to speak to you. Can you stop having fun for 2 minutes? Sorry to interrupt.
All right, yeah.
You can reply to this message.
I'll just kind of fly down, kind of do like a nosedive, and just like pull up above them and flap wings really hard to stop, and then just land.
And when you are about 6 inches above the ground, the polymorph vanishes.
Beautiful.
And it sort of bursts like a bubble, and you're now surrounded by a cloud of thin mist that has the same smell as the dragon that you had before. Essentially, you disappear, and all that's left is a cloud of pheromones.
Is he there in the middle of it?
He is. Like he lands, and it's just a cloud that's dragon shaped where he was.
Then I'm definitely gonna be like,
That was really cool timing. I didn't do that, so
you're not bad at flying for a beginner.
you know, I'm gonna put that up to Ember there. You know, she chose a good form. So
Well, as you can now fit inside, perhaps we could talk inside rather than out here.
sure, yeah, okay.
Okay. So gather everyone inside.
Okay.
So before we go through this gate, I wanted to talk to you all or ask your all's opinion about Leon, because you don't know him. And what is it they say about being forewarned? Best to know as much as possible. So when I was younger, before I left Amalar the first time, there were lots of rumors about him. This was when he just sort of took over the guild, that he was a changeling, that he is not human. And I did not put a whole lot of stock in it because I had never seen him look any different. I only saw him sort of the once before. But when I went to meet him, part of him changed. And I do not know changelings, but perhaps Joran or Carrick, you both have traveled. You might know more. But his arms changed and grew longer and scaled and clawed at the ends. And I do not know if that is a normal kind of a shapeshifter, perhaps, or something different. But have you ever been truly scared?
No.
I don't just mean, I mean like truly to your bones.
Nope.
Terrified. Juran?
So
Doja?
Yeah.
That is what I felt just by being near him. And I do not mean the situation was scary, because I have been in scary situations before. Like Tosha and I have nearly died more times than I care to recall, quite frankly. But this was something in me. Like, I have never felt like that before. And it was just by being near him. And he is so strong. I knew he was not, well, there are rumors he was not human, but he is something other.
So
Well,
you think like it was like a magic that made you that afraid?
I don't know, maybe. But he is not, there's never been any talk of him being a caster. He is a fighter, if not anything else. He is smart, and he has been amassing power for 10 years. He controls not just the Thieves Guild in Amalar, but the Thieves Guilds across the Western continent. And now he is doing this ritual. I do not know what, but from what my father was saying, if he believes, maybe he is after this item of power. I do not know. He is dangerous. And I think he is more than a man.
well, last time you met him, didn't have us around.
I know that.
Mike, based on this description, would I be able to do an Arcana to see if I knew anything about what Leone is?
Not Arcana, but if you're trained in nature, you can do it.
Okay.
No.
Does Abadassa have anything to chime in on the matter? He's in the air. He's nearby.
He's actually not listening anymore. He's now he's now sitting up against the cabinets, splitting a sandwich with the dog, reading a book that does anyone here speak Elvish?
Nope.
Wait. I do.
I do.
Because we had this. I'm the only one that doesn't speak Elvish.
Then the three of you would be able to decipher the title is 101 Uses for Peanut Butter.
I hate everything.
Was it written by George Washington Carver?
It is not.
Is it written by Tom the DM?
So yeah, I'm not really sure what he is. Sadly, I'm not good at like divination stuff, so I can't really help figure out. Did he have like a lot of guys with him?
No,
No,
he
it
had
was
Forgeborn. I thought they were like just suits of armor, but they were Forgeborn, right, Mike? They weren't just animated suits of armor.
They were.
And he has a troll in his kitchen as his chef. Oh yeah, another thing. He eats human meat.
okay.
That's bad.
He also
Yeah,
had
I'm
a
not a
mimic.
fan of that.
Sorry.
He also had a mimic.
And the mimic.
Those are actually
It
nice
was-
if they're fed.
This one was not. It licked my face.
It's sometimes nice.
Look, I am not saying I am anti people licking my face when they have my permission to do so.
Oh, he licked your face, not the mimic. Oh, okay.
No, the mimic licked my face.
Okay.
Leone
Maybe
made me uncomfortable in a variety of other ways, but not by licking.
Jordan, I'm gonna say I probably, I haven't heard a lot of stories about friendly mimics. To be fair, I haven't dealt with a lot of mimics, so I'm just gonna say I'm skeptical that it will be nice.
Well, okay.
But
It's your opinion.
but that was just who I saw. And I was only in the dining room and the kitchen. Obviously, we know he has the Thieves Guild at his beck and call as well. So wherever this gets takes us.
So,
He
well,
is
if he's
unlucky
not
to be alone.
traveling around with a lot of guys, I had
I
kind
don't-
of a plan for him, but because you kind of being talked about leader of the Thieves Guild and stuff.
Mm.
But if he's not, I don't know if I want to just bank on it out
He
front
is-
because
He's
I'd
arrogant.
have to cast the spell beforehand.
He does not view me as a threat. I do not think he views much things as a threat.
Well, he's
He
a
is
fool
extremely
then.
arrogant. A dangerous one, though.
So, quick note.
Mhm.
I also figured out how to do something else. I might need a minute before we leave, and it can only last about an hour. And I also have to do some persuading, but you know me, I can do that. But I can have a devil help us for an hour. Pretty tough one too. It'll be extra hands. We might need it.
Curie just looks incredibly uncomfortable at the prospect of anything fiendish being around.
I don't know why.
I mean, if you're confident you can control it, I'm not. I kind of dabble in conjuration myself. I was planning on trying to, get a few elementals up and running.
Yeah, see, I can call one, and it can be a tough one. It can be a powerful one. I just need to command it, and it needs to piss its pants enough at my command to listen to me. Or, it may have to be convinced that what I'm telling it to do is going to result in its favor or in my being an asshole, which, let's be real, that's inevitable, but I can still command it.
That sounds risky.
I'm okay with it to an extent. I just kind of don't want to get in this situation where we're like, okay, we're about to go fight Leone. You summon a devil, and we're like, oh shit, we gotta fight this devil now. Like,
No, say that won't happen. I'm fairly confident that won't happen. Out of
It is-
character, glibness plus charisma checks against the devil, fucking godsend. So, in character.
Well,
I mean, if
can
you, I'm
conjure
not going to
shit.
tell you what to do.
No, I'm just, y'all keep saying like, hey, we need to think about the group and all that sort of jazz, so I'm asking your opinion.
Hey, Joran. While they talk magic, do you want to go practice with swords?
Sure.
Okay.
The other thing, why we're here and there's a meeting of a bunch of, dragons doing their dragon meeting. Do we want to go talk to them before we leave? Just be like, hey, we kind of know some stuff about what's going on in the south. Just, army of dragons helping out. Not a bad thing. Also, if they're gonna, be a problem, it's good to know about it now.
I mean, would they listen to you?
I have no idea. But
I don't know. I mean, we're gonna be dealing with Leone now. If we can give them we can sort of tell them what's going on, let them figure that shit out, see what they want to do. We can go deal with Leone. Then if they want to do something, then we can, hear about it or tell them to contact us somehow. And then if they want in, then fuck yeah. If not, then fuck them. So
cool. I guess I'm not a dragon, so I'll start pulling out my books and stuff. So yeah, I'll go do that in a second. Do you want me to identify the cloak and stuff? We were kind of talking about that. All right. So yeah, I will ritually identify, unless the staff of the Magi lets me do it for free or anything.
What does my magic stick do?
Speaking of magic sticks, I wanted to take out my sword just to look at the pretty shiny that I found recently. But
Oh, the
also,
new one.
Mike, have I pulled it out before? Ever since I tuned to
You have not.
it? So yeah, as Carrick is like looking into his book and stuff, I want to pull out my sword just to be like, oh man, this is such a cool fucking sword.
Joran and I
Fuck.
What?
It feels amazing to get out of there. Oh, such a crick in the back.
You don't have a back.
Oh, you don't have a back.
I have a back. Just what?
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, the sword's intelligent. Just so everyone knows, Tasha's not crazy.
Okay.
Thanks.
Joran,
What the fuck?
chink, chink. Just like...
Don't thank him. He's not the one that made me intelligent. You know how much time I spent at sword school?
You know how much time I spent at sword school?
Enough
to be able to make my own.
Yes, I do, because I can read your mind.
I don't like that. What else can you do?
Oh, so many wonderful things.
1,000 push-ups.
You know, if the sword can do 1,000 push-ups, then hired. Do you have a name?
Yes. They call me Belsu.
Okay. So I'm gonna be swinging you around, man. I hope you know that.
Well, that's normally what those that are untrained with something as true and powerful as me would. But that's all right. I'll hang around for a bit and see if you can figure things out. If you can't, then it's not your fault. Greater people than you have tried.
I put the sword back into the dimension for a second. Oh, wait. I pull it back.
You know, it's not really nice of you to act like some sort of heartless, cold, unfeeling thing. I mean,
Well, congratulations, you just met a cold, heartless, unfeeling thing.
you know, it's an insult coming from a living person, but from somebody who is an actual cold, metal, unfeeling thing, you really take the cake.
You know, I think we're gonna get along just fine.
Oh, well, that will be a good thing then. Just be certain that if we are going to be working together, that the first rule is I'm in charge.
Can you walk?
No, not especially.
Can you swing yourself?
No, not really.
Can you shoot out flames and burn people's faces if you don't like them?
I don't really like to give away those kind of threats on the first date.
Then how are you in charge?
Can you live millennia?
No.
Have you seen the dawn on the first day of man?
Nope.
Can you recite the names of all the celestial bodies in alphabetical order?
Not even a little bit.
See, it's really about how you measure somebody. It's not about what they can do.
Yeah, sorry. So what do you want? You're talking so much that it feels like you want something.
Not a lot. I'm mostly here to see what's going on. You are the first person to draw me out. It depends. Are there still giant trolls that are trying to fight to own the sun?
No.
Okay, then is there a race of leech beings that are trying to enslave the dwarves?
No.
Have you heard of pop music?
No.
I must have been asleep longer than I thought.
Carrick, this sword is fucking weird. Also, his name is Belzu, apparently.
Oh, that's sad.
Carrick,
I was
this
hoping-
person is fucking weird. You can't hear the sword.
He can't
can't-
hear.
The sword only speaks to Tasha unless Tasha gives the consent for it to speak to others. Though Tasha wouldn't really know that yet.
Mm.
You know, that's an unfortunate name. If I was making an intelligent sword, I'd name it something better, I think. But Beelzebub's fine, I guess.
Did he say that my name is good enough?
Yeah, he did say that your name is good enough. Carrick, you've angered a sword. How do you feel?
I mean, I wouldn't say angered.
Insulted.
Insulted. Yes, quite insulted.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
quite insulted. He? They?
They.
They're insulted.
I mean, it's a non-binary sword.
Fair, yeah. No, true.
Swords don't typically have genders.
Yeah.
Glaives, on the other hand.
Yes, a glaive is a massive dick.
Yeah. That you swing around and hurt people.
I was gonna say every last bitch to deal with, but that's
So,
Sounds like most men I know.
I don't really like the idea that there's somebody talking about me like I'm not here.
Noted. That will, I won't do that. I guess.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, good. From the things that I was reading, I imagine that you would have much worse morals than to be willing to accept thanks from me.
From the things that you were reading?
Oh, don't worry about it.
You're not like that guy over there, are you? Where you know shit about me?
No, Snowflake. What I'm talking about is your mind.
You probably hear everything that's going through my head right now.
Not everything. You
How
know,
about
it's...
fuck you, don't call me Snowflake?
No, I heard that one. You know, it's remarkable how much of an echo there is in here. Now, I'm not saying that your head is empty. I'm just saying that you have a lot of the same thoughts over and over again. Now, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here and not out at sea? Because I'm pretty sure that all the things I'm reading right now say that you really want to be there instead of here.
That's because I have things to do.
Well, you and me both. So perhaps we should move things along a bit. Do you, wait, you're not the kind that, sacrifices people at a full moon or something?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I've met several witches in my day. I'm pretty sure that, you seemed like a good witch.
Relative, but okay.
Well, fantastic then. So, are we just going to stand around here then?
No, do you mind if I put you back in the dimension? Because, like, I don't like talking this long.
Or
when I have
ever,
nothing
from what
to...
I've seen.
Look, I like talking to people when I'm gonna get something out of it, but also this feels like an ended conversation from like 10 minutes ago. Can we... You don't... okay.
If I finished identifying the cloak?
You have.
Oh.
You have. It is a cloak of displacement.
Ooh.
All right. So yeah, Joran, it's a cloak of displacement.
Cool.
Clink, 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 clink. Clink.
All right. So, who wants to go interrupt a meeting of really important dragons?
Sure. Why the fuck not? I'm not avoiding something, you're avoiding something. What?
We didn't say anything.
I
Real
like you,
quick,
Joran.
Though I am gonna mess with this giant diamond over here. Kind of try and get it a little bit more manageable, if that's all right with folks.
Sure.
And I'm going to cast Fabricate on the diamond.
Okay.
Allows me to turn raw material into finished products.
Right.
Nice.
So you can turn it from a raw stone into a cut stone.
Yeah, or I can hopefully what I'm going to try and do is get, several smaller stones and then some diamond dust out of it.
Right.
What I'm picturing is like the whole thing to just sort of go like and then fall into a pile of small diamonds. That would be fucking cool.
That's kind of what I'm going for. How many...
So cool.
Would I be able to kind of guess at how many stones I could get of if I wanted to break the diamond into equal part 1,000 gold diamonds and 500 gold diamonds? How many of those could I get? And then so that's half, and the other half's diamond dust.
In the
Yep.
background, as Gerard and Curiosity just go back and forth.
Let's say make an insight check.
Okay.
You'll need to work faster, Gerard.
25.
Oh yeah. So your insight, you're good enough that you'd be able to innately be able to tell that a stone of this size, if cut well, could result in about 500 gems that are worth about 2,000 gold pieces apiece.
Good call, Carrick. Fucking yes. You're set for diamonds, buddy.
And the resulting leftover material after carving them, like in their best case scenario, would probably net you about 10 pounds of diamond dust.
In a amount of gold worth. If I need 200 gold.
If you're talking gold worth of diamond dust, it's something close to about 3,000 gold.
Okay. Sure. We'll do that. You said 500 diamonds?
500 diamonds.
Yeah, 500 diamonds worth 2,000 gold each.
2,000
That's
gold
correct.
each.
I need to do the math here.
Oh, that's a lot.
A lot. 500 times 2,000.
A million.
You are so rich. Holy shit.
I will put those
Carrick drinks on
the-
Carrick
the
forever.
bag of holding.
Carrick is like, I guess I could stop adventuring now.
Yeah, I'm set. I got everything I need.
Who the fuck needs the veil?
Okay, so how
Drinks
many
on
of these?
Carrick for always.
5 other people, including Amy. I'll just give everyone 2 of these diamonds.
Okay.
Nice. So 2 diamonds worth 2,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Wow. So 4,000 gold worth of diamonds apiece.
Yeah.
You're just giving this away.
Was everyone just? Was anyone? Everyone was out doing stuff, right? No one was caring what I was doing. The people
I was
around
next to you the whole time.
Yeah, like
Okay.
me and Jaron are like doing back and forth, amusing ourselves.
Okay. But yeah, so I'll so that's 10 out. I'll keep the other 490. And I'll bag up the diamond dust into about separate pouches of 200 gold worth of diamond dust apiece.
Okay.
Jesus.
And you
fuck.
said that it was 3,000
Worth of
of
dust.
diamond dust? Oh my god! I don't know where to put this on my character sheet.
There is inventory at the
90.
bottom. Put it in your miscellaneous notes, buddy. That's just like way too much to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's where I'm
90.
keeping all my.
2,000 GP diamonds.
Ridiculous.
How much diamond dust did I have from the paste?
The paste, if you can use prestidigitation to remove the liquid and leave it just the solid gem dust, and that's probably about a good 1,000 gold worth.
I take the cloak and stop doing this with curiosity. Seem a bit squishy, not so armored as
That's
me.
because I'm very fast.
Good on you.
That is a good question.
Here you go. This cloak is good for you.
Oh,
Will help you.
thank you, Gerard. What does it do?
It's a cloak of displacement. If basically
Like the beast?
yeah, I guess. If someone tries to hit you, they basically see another version of you next to you. and they cannot hit you as well as they would if you didn't have that on.
I have a spell that does something a little bit like that, but that is amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah.
I step closer to curiosity. I pull out my book. Kind of awkward. Do you? I look at everyone else. Well, from our group, you seem to be like the one most experienced, I think.
It's what?
Have you ever kissed someone?
Oh, well, yes, to put it mildly. I've
Okay.
kissed a few people. Why?
Oh, well,
Do you want to kiss somebody?
I read about it in this book. There's quite a lot about it in here. Otherwise, it's
What
a
kind
real.
of what kind of book is it? Out of character. What kind of book is it? Is it
Eh,
like fairy stories? Is it like tales
Yeah,
of knights and
yeah,
princesses?
yeah. In
Because I'll kind of like pull the lip of the book down just so I can see
yeah,
what book it is.
there are like illustrations also in there.
Oh,
um, I don't quite understand it though.
what don't you understand?
Like why? Like I don't understand the
Oh,
appeal.
well, not everybody likes kissing. That is fine. There are people that are not interested in any of that kind of thing. It just does not appeal to them. That is fine. People like to kiss people if they like them, not just as friends like them. Because obviously, like your mother or your family might kiss you on the cheek or on the forehead to show affection.
Yeah.
It is like that, but the affection comes from a different place. You know, the way you care about people, it's sort of in your heart.
Yes.
Imagine that feeling, but you know, from your genitals.
I put the book back.
I have made you uncomfortable. I am sorry.
Um,
No, but basically, no, I'm sorry, Joran. I'm very sorry. That was crass of me. Maybe that Aberdasser had the point about me stopping sentences a sentence early. No,
Maybe.
basically, you kiss people if you like them. It is a way of showing how you feel about them. It is a way to be close to them. You like to hug people, right?
Yeah.
Like a kiss is like a step up from a hug, but before you get
Oh.
to sex.
What's that?
Cool. Or to lead up to it. Cool.
Sorry, pardon?
What is that?
Oh, well, when two people love each other very much, or they
Well,
don't have to love each other, that's bullshit. That is like the kind of stories. Is there the one about the king and his queen and the table that is like a big circle
yeah.
in there? Okay, well, that king and his queen, they did that, and it's how lots of species have babies. That is how you can do it. But also, like the queen in that also did it with the other knight from the table.
Oh, the Lancelot?
That's right. Yes, it's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
story. I like that one. But yes, sex is a great thing. It is a great workout, and people get very stupid about it. But it feels great if you're
Oh,
into that kind of thing,
I'll take
which
your
not
word for
everybody
it.
is.
Okay. This has been highly educational.
Joron, if you ever want to
Yes.
ask me more questions about kissing or about sex,
Mm-hmm.
I will happily tell you.
Thank you.
Never let anybody pressure you into kissing or sex if you do not want it.
Okay.
You tell them no.
Okay. Thank you.
But if you like the person and you like being kissed, then you can kiss back. But not everybody likes it. It's fine. I have been with some people who like to have sex but don't like to kiss.
But you just said that it's like a ladder.
It's kind of like a ladder in terms of intensity, but some people like to maybe hop over a step.
But that's dangerous. You could like hurt yourself if you fall.
You're very much good, but you know, the people who are really into sex don't tend to worry too much about it. It is a
Oh.
priority for them.
Do they like wear helmets? To
It
They-
depends where you're doing it.
Okay.
But
You two are still in the room, right?
No, we are off to the side, kind
yeah,
of.
no,
I,
we
like,
were
yeah.
practicing sword fighting.
Yeah, and
So
I'm not speaking too loud so that everyone can hear me.
Right.
Can,
Yeah,
No,
no,
I,
as soon as
I
I
was
realized
just like, I mean, regardless of the fact that you're over to the side, the first floor is all one large area.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not saying that anybody is able to hear you. I'm referencing that you are still in the same space.
Sure.
Yep.
Just for clarity.
Yeah, as soon as I realized what Juron was talking about, I was like dialed down the normal speaking volume.
Right.
Like, oh, this is a private conversation.
Curie.
Yes.
Passive perception's a 24, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, then while you're having this little conversation, you would notice that Amy is trying to not look like she is looking at Joran while he's fighting.
Can I roll insight to put this together?
Sure.
Amy's gonna be so jealous.
19.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's not that good. She's not that good at lying about what's going through her head.
Okay, then as Juron has this I just sort of go, oh.
What? Did I do something?
No, I just realized something.
Oh. Peanut butter is really good in like cookies. I realized it like a couple of days ago. So good.
Good for other things too. I like it on toast.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Did you,
Yeah.
Joran, did somebody kiss you?
No.
Deception.
Yes. Deception.
Versus my 19 insight.
26. No, wait. 19.
I cannot.
19
19.
deception.
It's a draw.
Yeah.
It's a draw.
So again.
And how does it work on a tie break, Mike?
Whichever one of you has the larger modifier.
+3.
I have a +9.
Wow. Wow.
Because that would be what you innately are able to do.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I don't know.
Oh. Do you like the person?
Yeah, but not like in the stories. It's
You don't love them.
yes.
That might happen.
I
Might not.
It's not like that.
Okay.
They're like family.
I get that. You're a good person, Joran.
Thank you.
I'm
I
gonna
try.
like gently pat you on the cheek, not in a condescending way, but in a genuine sort of like, oh, you're a good person kind of a vibe.
I kind of.
I'm aware that you're like 1.5 feet taller than me, but like with my reach, that's probably like easy enough to do.
John kind of like leans into it.
How does Amy react to that? I'm not trying to make her jealous. That was not my intention. I just thought to ask.
She is even worse at covering up that she's looking now. She's sort of blatantly staring, trying to take a sip out of a drink that is a little bit too far away from her mouth.
Oh, I've done that.
Pouring on the table. And then casually wiping it off with her sleeve.
Bless.
Nothing to see here. Nothing just happened. Keep doing
Thank
what you're doing.
Thank you for the cloak, Joran. And thank you for the fencing.
No worries.
I'd like to work with you more if that is okay. I could always be better.
Yeah, be fun. Yeah, I just don't quite understand. So,
We can
okay.
look into. Okay.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
try.
If How old are you, Joran? If you don't mind me asking.
Ugh. I even have the age here. Nope,
Like 50?
I don't.
Don't furbolgs like reach maturity at like 50 or something?
I think so. Well, I'm like in summers it's 70 something.
Oh my god, you're so old.
Not really.
Sorry. I'm 27.
Oh, you look older.
Thank you?
But is that bad?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think people always used to think I was younger. The blue skin kind of puts people. It's hard to tell. Tiefling heritage.
I thought
You-
for
you
sure you were like 63.
You look very good for being in your 70s, but I do not know how furbolgs age, so.
Oh
You
yeah.
don't skew.
We kind of mature around 50.
Oh! So you're like, kind of like the same age as me and Tosha.
Maybe. I guess.
Maybe. Hey, Kenny! How old are you?
I'm 60 years old.
God, you're both so old! Tosha, these guys are so old.
Sure.
Are you done talking to your sword?
Yeah, I sort of kicked it out of the
Sort of.
material plane. I sort of. It was talking a lot and I got uncomfortable.
It talks to you?
Yeah, it was talking to me. It's like a whole living thing.
Does it sound good?
Little. I don't know.
Nice.
That's an understandable voice.
That's not what I meant.
Hang on.
So, how
Um,
attached is it to the name Boulder?
Belzu?
Belzu, whatever.
That's his name?
I summoned the sword again. Hey, quick question. How attached are you to your name? You're muted.
Oh my god. It's ridiculous. You can't just go and summon somebody and then throw them back into it's not nice. It's not a nice way to do business. You know, that whole place is full of just hundreds of thousands of things that you couldn't even possibly fathom. I don't even want to get into it.
Where do I put you?
Well, I have a few ideas.
Yeah. Actually, when I hear you say out loud, "Where should I put you?" I just snigger.
Can you hear the sword? Hey, can you talk to my friend? Can they hear you?
I mean,
Oh,
if they wanted
totally.
to.
Oh,
If what?
totally.
I mean,
What did he say? What did they say?
if you're okay with it.
Talk to Curiosity.
Hi.
Hi.
You can hear it.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. I'm trying this new thing with glitter.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It gleams. I really think that it's going to show off very well.
You are quite charming.
I
Don't
mean, you
encourage
know,
it.
What? It's being nice.
I don't really like being called it.
I am so
Oh.
sorry. What do you prefer?
I mean, I would prefer being called by my name. That would be nice.
Belzu?
Belsu.
Did you choose that?
No.
You should choose a name. I chose mine.
Yeah, if you had to have a name, you should choose it. Yeah.
No, I'm quite fond of it.
Oh, well, if you like it. It's very
Then it's
old-fashioned, I
yours.
suppose. But names are important.
Yes. I mean,
But-
everybody has a name.
Hey, you should tell Carrick that. Carrick, Belza has a thing to say to you, I think, maybe.
Do I just tell him that everybody has a name?
No, that you like your name.
That's pretty conventional wisdom there.
I mean, of course I like my name.
Oh. Okay, well, I got some ideas if you ever decide you don't, but just, I don't know. It's probably, I don't think you'd like them, but
Well, don't be so self-deprecating. I mean, you are a fabulous person, I can tell just from your demeanor.
Do we all hear this, or whenever the Belzu talks to somebody, it's just them?
It is just them and Tasha.
Okay, so I don't hear that part. That's fine.
okay. So yeah, if you ever change your mind, I got some ideas. But
I mean, I'm willing to listen, but just the same. I've had this same name for quite a while now, and
all right.
It's
So
grown
just
on me.
I'll float it by you real quick. Cecil McSortington.
I do believe that there is already a clan of McSortingtons somewhere around Eldengard, but I could be wrong. That could actually just be a bunch of narwhals. I'm not very certain.
Yes.
So
Hey,
wait,
Joran. Sorry.
Yeah.
are you telling me you think there might be a narwhal named Cecil McSortington?
It could be. It's been a while since I've been on the Prime material, but it's entirely possible.
Okay, so that's going on the list. Meet a narwhal named
Cecil.
Cecil.
Fantastic. Hey, Joran. Do you want to
Yes.
talk to Belzu?
Oh, sure.
Apparently, everyone's liking them. So,
Hello, Belzu. I'm Joron. Nice to meet you.
Belzu, you can talk to Joran if you so choose.
Oh, that's good, because, I mean, I really can't unless you tell me I can.
Oh, good. Great. Perfect. Good to know. You may reply.
Yes, Jaren, I am absolutely fantastically happy to be here.
Joron.
Yes, Jared.
What up? I'm Jaren. I'm 19 and I never learned how to read.
How do you pronounce it again? J-Ron?
Joron.
Showron.
I thought you said something about names being important. At least one of the people said it.
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but Joran's right, Belzu.
Well, I don't think that names are important for everyone. I just think that everyone gets one.
It's important to be identified.
Well, I was doing fine before I got identified, though.
What do you mean, like, gets one? Like, my name is Joron, and that's how it is.
Okay. Calm down. No one is saying it isn't. You get a name, and I'm sure that it's a lovely name. In whatever tongue it is you speak.
Dosha,
Yeah.
do the poof thing.
I don't think he enjoys speaking to me.
No, I don't think he does. Curiosity, I've never been that rude to Joran.
I did not hear what the sword said. But I have been around you and Joran, so...
No,
Well-
I would definitely say that you have been easily that rude to Joran.
I'm just measuring it by the fact that Joran's never asked me to poof away.
That's because
Hey.
you can dimension door. So you
Yeah.
can kind of poof away.
I mean, but has Joran ever said that he really was happy that you were there?
I've never cared to ask.
Precisely, and thusly I also do not care.
You know what? Fair point. Sorry, Joran. You don't know what they're saying, but no, just it's
I can still
you're
hear
good.
it.
You're fine.
Yeah,
No, but
we can
I
still communicate.
oh, you can't anymore. Don't do that.
Uh,
Don't.
Are you telling me or are you telling him?
You.
All the way
Talk
up
to me.
until that moment, Joran still heard everything that was said.
That's so beautiful. That's beautiful.
This is fantastic.
I go
I've been called a lot of
sharpening
things.
my sword.
Joran,
Sharpening
exactly
his
how
sword.
rude was the sword being?
Well, take Tosha and add onto it a sassy, butthole sword. I know
Got it.
I shouldn't say these things, these words, but I think butthole
Oh,
is
yes.
kind of in the middle.
You know,
I was going to
Words.
say sassy is very.
Trasha, don't ever let Joran know that I can still hear him.
No. I'm never going to.
so Joran, it's words exist to be used. There's an appropriate time for any word.
Fuck shit, titty balls.
Dick.
Curiosity. Who taught you those words?
Oh, those are some good words.
They are. I hope you use those too, Belza.
Frenulum.
What's that?
I'll tell you later.
It's that thing that's at the top of the roof of your mouth.
No, that's
No, you have two.
No,
oh.
no,
Uh.
no. It's definitely in Joran's mouth.
Yeah.
Hey, Belzu, do you swear?
I swear I do.
Curiosity, I like this sword.
I'm glad you have somebody who can be as smart math as you.
I mean, I've had.
Hey,
enough
I've had
trouble.
you.
I have my good days and my bad days.
I believe that.
The sword believes it.
All right, so are we gonna go interrupt a
Yes.
meeting of really important dragons?
Well,
Yeah.
they are quite in the sky. It's really difficult to get to.
I
You're not
take off
flying.
and hover 10 feet
If
up.
you don't fly like Curiosity, or you on
I
your
could
broom,
Tosha has a spell.
Not anymore.
I can do it for us.
You can cast fly?
Yeah, sure. Let me just on the way there. I'll just kind of read my book, get it ready to
Okay,
go.
cool.
So, Amy, are you okay to stay behind and get everything ready to go?
Yeah, I should be.
I'm gonna go over to Amy. How tall is she? I know she's Duragar, right?
She is.
She's like 4 foot and a bit. How tall is she?
She's like 4 foot, maybe 5 inches.
Okay, so I've got like about 1.5 foot on her. So it's like, I am not trying to tell you how to do your business, but you need to learn to be better at hiding things if you do not want people to know. You are not subtle. And coming from me, that is quite a significant thing to be said.
Believe me, I'm quite good at hiding things when I want to.
I appreciate that he is pretty oblivious, but other people are not.
I don't care about other people.
Or you're good too.
I'm here to do what I'm here to do. And it is my duty to serve my knight to the best of my ability.
Oh, you two are a story waiting to be happening, aren't you? I wish. I'm
I
sorry.
disagree.
That is your prerogative.
I believe our story has already begun.
Oh, I see what you did there. Smart one, too. He's lucky to have you, even if he does not realize it.
Thank you.
He really does not know anything, though, so, like, if you need me to run interference of some kind, I definitely am not interested in him in any way. I mean, I get it. But, you know.
I don't know if you do.
Possibly not. I can understand it. Even if I don't. You're muted.
She
Oh, wait.
grabs onto your shirt and pulls you in.
Hello.
So that you can hear her whisper into your ear. We made camp together a lot. I saw things.
It's proportional?
Oh my god.
I can believe it.
He's breathtaking.
You are adorable. The pair of you. Well, if he ever decides that is something that he wants, I think he would be lucky to have somebody like you. In that respect, I mean.
It's kind of you to say that.
I calls it like I see it.
Wheel biologist.
Whale biologist. She releases you.
You have a firm grip. Hopefully you'll get to put it to use to someday, huh? And I give her the finger guns and I walk off.
So you've probably never seen a Duragar blush before, but this is a time. The dark skin actually turns a sort of a vibrant red beneath the surface. Almost looks like magma underneath stone.
I'll point to her cheeks as I walk away. I'm just like,
I don't know what you're talking about. Move along.
I gotta go up to Tasha as well. Pascal, proportional. And she won't know why. But
Yes.
All right, everybody. I think this is where I'm going to call game this week.
Can we be at least on the way to the council?
yeah, can we be
I
Oh,
thought
like,
that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
I assume that's where you're heading. You're
Yeah.
heading to the council.
Like we would start already like halfway there or something like that.
I'll pick up next time, and we'll be at the council.
Cool.
Sweet.
So thank you everybody for coming. It was
Thank you,
it was great
everyone.
having you all here again for this awkward exchange of things.
so many good conversations today. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
And a limerick.
Yeah,
And
that's a good one.
join us again on Monday. for
Dreams of the brave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
and a fun announcement to be made.
Yeah,
on
we're
Monday.
excited.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that because it's
Yes.
gonna blow your pants off.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
gonna be great.
Yep. Till next time, may all your dice rolls be high, unless you know you're the DM, in which case I hope not.
Even
Yeah.
higher.
And as always, I have been Mike, your GM. And is it Friday yet?